Loss either of a job, business, or even through death.
Well, this naturally leads to a grieving process, and it is imperative to allow the process to take place to enable healing.
Gladys Gashanja spoke to a counseling psychologist who says taking on unhealthy coping mechanisms could risk your general wellness.
Our uniqueness as human beings not only lies in the difference in our fingerprints, but also in the way we grieve.
There are people who are serious and fast grievers, so I may take a shorter time, but I'm a heavy griever. And then there are those who, they may take a longer period, but they do it in sort of bits.
There is no right or wrong way to grieve, but there are healthy ways to deal with the grieving process. This calls for a great deal of self-awareness.
I may lose a spouse, but I have lost a provider, a father to my children. So I have to grieve these different roles that they played over time. So if I am coming to grieve this loss, if I have not mourned other losses in my life, it becomes compounded. From where I come from, the environment, how do people perceive loss? If it's at the workplace, how do we mourn a colleague? Do we assume they're not your family, they're just a statistic? It's not an employee, will get another one.
Though there isn't a typical response to loss, it is imperative that you let the process take its course to ensure healing. Denial, anger, bargaining, depression, and acceptance are said to be the 5 stages of grieving. Therapists warn that not everyone faces them in the same way and order. The pain of loss can feel overwhelming even for the best of us, but circumventing the grieving process could cost your general wellness.
Sometimes even just asking, so Gladys, how are you doing after so-and-so passed on? I am able to pick as a management, where are you at? As much as I need the deadlines met, are you also running down into depression while you're meeting because you could be overworking, you're meeting the deadlines, but your overworking is destructive.
Gladys Gashanja, NTV.